Hey, this is Dave with the Prepper Bookshelf, and today I've got a book for you that I think every prepper, patriot, any person concerned with safety and security of our country needs to have in their library, and that is Total Resistance. This one happens to be a reprint from Paladin Press, but it's originally a Swiss military manual. This one is has an introduction by some U.S. Army officers, and it was edited by a colonel. But it was written by a Swiss major. And basically what the book is about is that in Switzerland, everyone is considered to be in the militia, and once you get to be, an adult, you sign up, you go to training, and then they issue you your rifle, and that's your rifle. You get to keep it for the rest of your life, and then once a year, you have to go to the range and shoot up your ammo. They give you more duty ammo, and the idea is that if Switzerland is ever invaded, everyone then becomes a resistance fighter, and any military people that survive the initial attack or whatever, if you've got a corporal or a sergeant or a couple privates or whatever, and they go out and they link up with citizens, and then they provide the professional military corps, citizens provide the soldiery, and then they can fight to regain their country. And it's the whole idea is peace through superior firepower. If you have to kill everyone in the country in order to occupy the country, guess what? Who's going to try that, right? And that's the reason why in World War II, Germany left Switzerland alone, because Hitler would have loved to have gotten into the Swiss, bank accounts and all the gold and all the stuff, but because he knew that he couldn't win that fight, he left them alone. And this book is kind of the reason why. And in it, it gives you an introduction. It talks about guerrilla warfare, but in it, it's got different kinds of techniques, and it talks about, how to attack overhead cables, how to attack bridges, how to, all these different types of operations that the guerrilla should be able to accomplish, and how to do it without destroying yourself. And here's the idea. It says, basically, if everyone is fighting, right, everybody else has to fight. If the majority of people fight, because, if I'm a guerrilla out fighting an occupying force, Red Dawn, whatever, the Russians come, and our country's invaded, and I'm out fighting at night, right? Or I have to go off in the woods with my people, whatever. My wife, food rationing, she's going to get the food, that feeds her and her family, whatever's left, she's going to give to my people. If you're not a guerrilla fighter, why would somebody try to give you stuff that they have to help you out because you're not doing anything for them, right? And they said that a lot more eloquently in here. Certain groups have to fight. If you're in the military, you're a politician, or you're in the government or police or educators, that an occupying force is going to target you, so you have to, it's fight or die, basically, right? And so basically it just sets out the psychological reasons why you should engage in total resistance. And it was also kind of interesting, some of the enemy tactics, countermeasures to enemy tactics, and something that I thought was really cool that I never thought of before I got this book, and you can see that I've dog-eared it to death here, is, he says, if you want to disrupt and you're going to go blow up a bridge, you go blow up a bridge, it's pretty futile because they're just going to come in and fix the bridge. So you need to be able to blow up lots of bridges, but what's the best way of doing it? Blowing up several bridges in several different spots, and then they go fix them, right? But maybe if you blow up one bridge every time they fix it, instead of blowing up 10 different bridges, you will blow one bridge up 10 times. After about the 9th, they're going to be like, dude, I'm not going to really work so hard on this bridge because they're just going to blow it up again, right? And you can kind of demoralize the enemy that way. We can't stop them, we can't find them, and every time we do work, they blow it up. Those are sorts of things that are in here. And I really, really think that this is a great book. It's not very expensive. It's not very big. you know, you can stick it in your bug out bag or whatever, and it's very, very helpful. So here you go. Totally recommend it. And until next time, you can always catch us online at purplebookshelf.com. Thanks.